If you are tired of the same old snacks and need fresh ideas that actually fit a dairy-free or gluten-free lifestyle, this collection is for you. These Mediterranean snack ideas prove that eating with restrictions does not mean sacrificing flavor or satisfaction. One of the smartest swaps in this lineup uses a simple ingredient to create a creamy texture without any dairy. You will want to stick around because each idea is quick to put together and perfect for busy days. Whether you are packing lunches for picky eaters or looking for something to enjoy during a summer gathering, these recipes make everyone feel included. Think crispy, fresh, and savory bites that are as satisfying as they are simple. You might be surprised by how many of these dishes come together with just a handful of pantry staples. Let us dive into this roundup of Mediterranean snack ideas you will find yourself making on repeat. Let's kick things off with a creamy hummus that gets a sweet and smoky twist from roasted red peppers. This is the kind of snack you can whip up in minutes and keep in the fridge for busy afternoons. You just blend chickpeas, tahini, lemon juice, and a handful of jarred roasted red peppers until it's silky smooth. A drizzle of olive oil and a pinch of smoked paprika on top makes it look as good as it tastes. Serve it with crunchy veggie sticks or warm pita chips for that perfect dip moment. If you need it nut-free, swap the tahini for sunflower seed butter and it still turns out delicious. Every bite feels rich and satisfying without being heavy, so you'll keep coming back for more. Once you've got that hummus ready, let's move on to something that's just as easy but totally different. Next up are these adorable mini sweet peppers stuffed with a herby cheese filling that's bursting with flavor. They make a fantastic grab-and-go snack for lunchboxes or party platters. Simply mix soft goat cheese or dairy-free cream cheese with chopped fresh parsley, mint, and a squeeze of lemon. Spoon that mixture into halved and seeded mini peppers, then chill them for about 10 minutes. The peppers stay crisp while the filling stays cool and creamy, which is such a nice contrast. For a dairy-free version, use blended cashew cream with garlic and herbs instead. These little bites feel fancy but take almost no effort and they disappear fast. After those stuffed peppers, let's look at a snack that brings a warm toasty crunch to the table. Now let's talk about Za'atar spiced pita chips that are way better than anything from a bag. They're perfect for when you want something crunchy and savory without any weird ingredients. You cut whole wheat pita bread into triangles, brush them with olive oil, and sprinkle on Za'atar and a little salt. Bake them at 375 F for about 8 minutes until they're golden and crisp. The aroma of thyme, sesame, and sumac fills your kitchen and makes everyone wander in. If you don't have Za'atar, a mix of dried oregano, sesame seeds, and a pinch of cumin works great. These chips are sturdy enough to scoop up hummus or tzatziki, and they stay crunchy for days. Once you've got a batch of those chips cooling, let's switch gears to a refreshing no-cook option. This list of Mediterranean snacks is full of ideas you can actually make at home. Which one would you try first? Drop your answer in the comments below. I'd love to hear your pick. Reading others' choices is always fun and helps spark new meal ideas. If you're finding this collection helpful, go ahead and hit the like button. Subscribing means you will not miss our next roundup of simple, allergy-friendly recipes. Stick around because there are even more snack ideas coming up later in this video. Thanks for watching and happy snacking. Here's a super simple snack that feels like a mini Greek salad on a spoon, cucumber and tomato salad bites. They're ideal for hot days when you want something light, hydrating, and full of fresh flavor. Dice up some English cucumber and cherry tomatoes, then toss them with crumbled feta or a dairy-free alternative. Add a splash of red wine vinegar, a drizzle of olive oil, and a sprinkle of dried oregano. Spoon the mixture into endive leaves or small lettuce cups for a crunchy edible bowl. To make it nut-free and vegan, skip the cheese and add chopped Kalamata olives for that briny kick. Each bite is cool, tangy, and so refreshing that you'll forget you're eating vegetables. After that fresh salad bite, let's move on to something warm and a little more indulgent. These baked falafel bites are little golden nuggets of chickpea goodness that are baked, not fried, so they stay light. They're perfect for meal prep because you can make a big batch and reheat them all week. You blend canned chickpeas with onion, garlic, parsley, cumin, and a bit of oat flour until it forms a dough. Roll them into small balls, place them on a lined baking sheet, and bake at 400 F for about 20 minutes. While they bake, whisk together tahini, lemon juice, and a little water for a creamy dipping sauce. If you're gluten-free, use chickpea flour instead of oat flour and they hold together beautifully. The outside gets slightly crispy while the inside stays tender, and that lemon tahini sauce ties it all together. Once those falafel bites are out of the oven, let's finish this round with a sweet Mediterranean treat. Last for now are these chewy date and almond energy balls that taste like a healthy dessert. They're great for a quick energy boost before a workout or as a sweet afternoon pick-me-up. Just pulse medjool dates, raw almonds, a pinch of sea salt, and a dash of cinnamon in a food processor. Once it forms a sticky dough, roll it into small balls and coat them in shredded coconut or crushed pistachios. No baking required, so they come together in about 10 minutes flat. For a nut-free version, use sunflower seeds instead of almonds and skip the pistachio coating. Each ball is naturally sweet, a little chewy, and packed with fiber that keeps you satisfied. And with that sweet note, we're ready to explore even more Mediterranean snack ideas that you'll want to make on repeat. Next up, let's talk about these little spinach and feta phyllo bites that taste like mini spanakopita. They're perfect for when you want something flaky, savory, and still light enough to snack on without any guilt. You simply saute some fresh spinach with garlic until it wilts, then mix it with crumbled feta and a pinch of nutmeg. Spoon that mixture onto small squares of phyllo dough, then fold them into triangles or little cups. A quick brush of olive oil on top gives them that golden, crispy finish after just a few minutes in the oven. For a dairy-free version, swap the feta for a soft cashew cheese or use a plant-based feta alternative. These warm, flaky bundles are always a hit, and they feel like a special treat without being complicated. Now, let's move on to a dip that's just as bold and creamy. Let's keep the Mediterranean momentum going with a smoky roasted eggplant and tahini dip. It's an ideal snack when you're craving something rich and savory, and it pairs beautifully with raw veggies or leftover pita chips. You start by roasting a whole eggplant until the skin chars and the inside gets soft and tender. Once it's cool enough to handle, scoop out the flesh and blend it with tahini, lemon juice, garlic, and a pinch of cumin. The result is a smooth, earthy dip that's way more satisfying than store-bought versions. If you want a little heat, stir in some smoked paprika or a dash of cayenne pepper. People love how this dip feels both hearty and fresh, and it's honestly hard to stop dipping into it. From creamy dips, let's turn to something with a little crunch next. If you want to save these Mediterranean snack ideas for later, I have a helpful resource. Head over to www.healthybitestribe.com. There you can use our AI recipe generator to create new dishes based on what you have in your pantry. The meal planner makes it easy to organize your week with recipes from this very collection. You can also save your favorite snacks and share them with friends who have similar dietary needs. It's all designed to take the guesswork out of cooking for allergies or healthier goals. The site is completely free to explore, so feel free to check it out whenever you want. Think of it as your personal kitchen helper for finding more recipes like these. Quick and effortless, lemon and herb marinated olives are the kind of snack you can throw together in under 5 minutes. They're great for lazy afternoons or when you need a fancy-looking snack with almost zero cooking. Just toss a mix of green and black olives with fresh lemon zest, a squeeze of lemon juice, chopped rosemary, and a generous drizzle of olive oil. Let them sit for at least 15 minutes so the flavors really soak in, but longer is even better. You can add a few crushed garlic cloves or a pinch of red pepper flakes for extra depth. For a lower sodium option, rinse the olives under cold water before marinating to cut back on salt. These tangy, herby olives feel like a little taste of the coast and they disappear fast at any table. Next, let's talk about a snack that's all about bright, crisp vegetables. For a cooling, creamy snack, try these Greek yogurt and cucumber tzatziki cups served in little endive leaves or cucumber rounds. They're perfect when you want something light and refreshing, especially alongside any of the other dishes in this video. Simply mix thick Greek yogurt with grated cucumber that you've squeezed dry, chopped dill, minced garlic, and a splash of lemon juice. Spoon the tzatziki into small boat-shaped endive leaves or onto thick cucumber slices for a built-in base. This way, you get a crunchy bite with every spoonful of the cool, tangy dip. If you're dairy-free, use a plain coconut or almond yogurt and add a little extra lemon for brightness. These little cups are so refreshing and easy to pop in your mouth, and they make a gorgeous platter. From cool and creamy, let's head to something warm and crispy. Warm, crunchy, and seasoned with Za'atar, these oven-roasted chickpeas are a total game-changer for snack time. They're ideal when you want a protein-packed crunch that beats any bag of chips. Drain and rinse a can of chickpeas, pat them very dry, then toss them with olive oil, Za'atar, and a little salt. Spread them in a single layer on a baking sheet and roast at 400 F for about 25 minutes, shaking the pan halfway through. They come out golden brown and extra crispy, with that earthy, tangy Za'atar flavor clinging to every bite. For a milder spice mix, swap Za'atar for smoked paprika and garlic powder instead. People love how satisfying these are, and they're addictive in the best way possible. After that satisfying crunch, let's finish this section with a subtly sweet and nutty snack. For a sweet and savory Mediterranean snack, try these fig and walnut bites drizzled with honey and fresh thyme. They work beautifully when you want something that feels elegant but comes together in just a couple of minutes. Take fresh or dried mission figs, slice them open, and stuff each one with a walnut half. Arrange them on a plate, then drizzle with a little honey and sprinkle with fresh thyme leaves and a pinch of sea salt. The combination of chewy fig, crunchy walnut, and floral honey is absolutely irresistible. If you prefer a dairy touch, add a small crumble of goat cheese or blue cheese on top before the honey. These little bites are the perfect way to satisfy a sweet tooth without going overboard, and they look stunning on any board. Now, let's keep building that board with one more savory option coming up next. This next one is a refreshing twist on a classic Mediterranean side that you can easily turn into a snack. It is perfect for those warm days when you want something light, crunchy, and full of flavor without any heavy cooking. You start by smashing whole cucumbers until they crack open, then chop them into bite-sized chunks. Toss them with crumbled feta, thinly sliced red onion, and a handful of fresh dill or mint. A simple dressing of olive oil, lemon juice, and a pinch of salt brings everything together beautifully. For a dairy-free version, you can swap the feta for a tangy vegan alternative or just leave it out and add more fresh herbs. The combination of cool cucumber and salty feta is incredibly satisfying and feels like a mini vacation in a bowl. Now let's move on to something warm and comforting that uses simple pantry ingredients. One of the best parts of sharing this recipe lineup is knowing you're not cooking alone. Our community at www.healthybitestribe.com is full of people who get it. They understand what it's like to cook for food allergies, dietary restrictions, or healthier swaps. You can ask questions, share your own versions of these Mediterranean snacks, and get encouragement. It's a warm, supportive space where everyone's welcome. If you haven't subscribed yet, consider hitting that button to join us for more collections like this. And when you visit the site, you'll find all these recipes plus many more waiting for you. Come be part of the tribe, and let's keep cooking together. This next dip is so rich and creamy, you will not believe it is made without any dairy at all. It is a fantastic option for anyone avoiding common allergens, and it pairs perfectly with those Za'atar pita chips from earlier. You simply roast red bell peppers until their skins are charred, then let them cool before peeling. Blend the soft peppers with walnuts, a clove of garlic, a splash of olive oil, and a bit of smoked paprika. The result is a smooth, velvety dip with a deep, smoky sweetness that is completely irresistible. If you do not have walnuts, toasted almonds or sunflower seeds work just as well for a nut-free version. People always love how this dip feels indulgent while still being packed with healthy fats and vitamins. Next up, we have a handheld snack that is perfect for packing in lunches or enjoying on the go. These little patties are a hearty and protein-packed snack that will keep you full for hours. They are wonderful for meal prep because you can make a big batch and reheat them throughout the week. You mash cooked lentils with finely chopped onion, garlic, fresh parsley, and a bit of breadcrumbs or oat flour. Season them with cumin, coriander, and a pinch of cinnamon for that warm Mediterranean flavor. Shape them into small patties and pan-fry them until they are golden and crispy on the outside. To make them gluten-free, simply use gluten-free breadcrumbs or ground oats instead of regular flour. These patties have a satisfying texture and a savory taste that feels like a comforting home-cooked meal. Let's keep the cozy vibes going with a warm and aromatic dish that fills your kitchen with an amazing smell. This warm bowl is the kind of snack that feels like a hug in a dish, especially on cooler evenings. It is incredibly simple to throw together and uses ingredients you probably already have in your pantry. You saute chickpeas with garlic, cumin, and a pinch of chili flakes until they start to brown. Then you add a big handful of fresh spinach and let it wilt down into the warm spices. A squeeze of lemon juice and a drizzle of tahini right at the end brightens everything up perfectly. If you want a bit more protein, you can stir in some cooked quinoa or serve it with a soft boiled egg on top. The combination of tender spinach and crispy chickpeas is so simple yet deeply satisfying. Next, we have a sweet and savory option that works as a snack or even a light dessert. These baked figs are a gorgeous little treat that feels fancy but takes almost no effort to prepare. They are perfect for when you want something sweet that still fits into a healthy eating routine. You simply halve fresh figs and place them cut side up on a baking sheet. Drizzle them with a little honey, sprinkle on some sesame seeds, and add a tiny pinch of sea salt. Bake them just until they soften and the honey starts to bubble around the edges. If fresh figs are not in season, you can use dried figs and rehydrate them in warm water before baking. The natural sweetness of the figs combined with the nutty sesame is absolutely delightful and feels very special. For our final dish, we are going to end with a cool and creamy treat that is perfect for any time of day. This last dip is a bright and creamy finish to our Mediterranean snack lineup that you will want to make again and again. It is incredibly versatile and works as a spread, a dip, or even a sauce drizzled over roasted vegetables. You blend ripe avocado with fresh mint leaves, a clove of garlic, lime juice, and a splash of olive oil. The mint gives it a refreshing twist that sets it apart from a standard guacamole. A little bit of salt and a pinch of cumin round out the flavors perfectly. For a thinner consistency, just add a tablespoon of water or extra lime juice until it reaches your desired texture. This dip is so creamy and refreshing that it will become a staple in your kitchen all year long. Thank you so much for joining me through all these Mediterranean snack ideas, and I hope you find a new favorite to make on repeat. And there you have it, 18 Mediterranean snack ideas to keep you inspired all week long. Whether you have food allergies or just want lighter bites, this roundup has options for you. You can pick the ones that fit your taste or swap ingredients to suit your needs. If you enjoyed this collection, please hit the like button and subscribe for more practical recipes. I also invite you to join our community at www.healthybitestribe.com. There you'll find an AI recipe generator, a meal planner, and tools to save and share your favorite dishes. You can chat with others who understand cooking for different dietary restrictions. So come on over, subscribe or visit the site, and keep making meals that work for you.